Tell me about Stephen A. Smith. What's he like? Why has he been so successful? What does he do different than other people? And where's he going?
I'm gonna tell you something, and we was off air talking about this, Stephen A. Smith, and I tell him this all the time. I think I tell him a lot of things that he hears me, and then he'll tell me, somebody just said that, Rushion. And he said, you're always kind of ahead of what people are saying because of the fact that his articulation is off the chart. His vocabulary is off the chart. I used to watch him, and he would talk like for 15 minutes straight on an ESPN break or 5 minutes straight and wouldn't stumble. And I would call him, I said, man, that's not normal. It's not normal to be able to wrap a complete thought and then have a because you have a beginning, middle, and an end. And he could do that. And it is translated to social media. And there's no one that is more social media engaged than Stephen A. Smith, sports or otherwise. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, when he talks to camera, he's got some way of making you feel like he's talking to you. He's
or challenging you.
Yeah, or challenging you, saying something relevant, saying something controversial. And, like I said, this thing recently when he made this comment about the Cowboy Cerrone, Conor McGregor fight, now everyone's talking about Stephen.
Absolutely.
Which you must be have a big smile on your face.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that we didn't know where that came from, because of the fact that, the other thing about that UFC situation was that they're acting like you can't comment on that sport, that you have to be nurtured in that sport. Stephen, how you gonna comment on something that this is not? He was just making a comment. He has that right to do that, and so the conflict was that they felt that he had no right to make a comment, and that's not fair.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
Yeah, it's the way that I've been following the UFC for about 20 years, and so. For so long, it wasn't embraced by the mainstream, so everyone just is real protective of it.
Yes.
So when they see a newcomer come in,
right.
They say, well, you don't know what it's about, you don't know all the unwritten rules, the respect, the martial arts, etc. But Stephen's saying, I watched the fight, I'm working at ESPN, I'm gonna come in on the fight. And I think it's a healthy discussion. And,
it's an amazingly good discussion because now not only you already got a popular brand, now you're communicating your popular brand with a very popular sports figure or media figure, which I don't think Mr. White upset about this conversation. In fact, he knows that his brand is now moving on to another spectrum of opportunity of eyeballs. It's all about the eyeballs. And Joe Rogan, he's a former comedian. He's worked his way to this point where but he all knows that everything is about growth. He grew into that position. And so that doesn't mean that you have to learn the sport too. And so that doesn't mean that Stephen A., just because that's not his sport 24/7, doesn't mean he can't comment on football or basketball or UFC or boxing. That's not fair.
Yeah. What are your plans for Stephen in the future? Is he just going to get bigger and bigger?
Game show host,
is he going to
talk
host
show.
the Oscars?
He can. I know some. Well, first of all, I want him to produce shows. I want him to. He has the ability to grow a brand with commentary because his background is journalism, and so we want to produce shows together. Then I want him to host a game show. Then I want him to host a type of one-on-one talk show, not an Arsenio Hall show, just a one-on-one in front of a live audience, because I feel that's what's missing in the audience now. Oprah does it on her Sunday shows, but really America needs another voice, especially an African-American voice, to be able to talk to everybody. Okay. And I think it's missing. And I feel he can deliver that.